Is raw milk good for your colitis? Will it heal your colitis? You should listen to me because I have actually healed my colitis, and I show you exactly how I did this in my webinar down below. After you watch this video, sign up for that webinar and go watch it. So raw milk was something that I consumed to try to heal my colitis. There's something called the raw milk diet where it's been used since the time of Hippocrates, probably even before that. But there's a book from the early 1900s, Dr. Porter, The Milk Diet, where he had claimed to cure thousands of people of digestive issues just by making them drink raw milk, unpasteurized milk, for either a month or 2 months straight while on bed rest. That was like a big important part, while on bed rest. And so raw milk, it hasn't been pasteurized, so it still has its heat-sensitive nutrients and enzymes. Pasteurized milk is already super easy to digest. Raw milk is even easier to digest and has even more nutrients that are more absorbable for your gut. And so essentially what they would do is they would put you on bed rest. And when I say bed rest, they didn't let you read. Sometimes they let you read. There was no TVs, there was no radio, there was no internet. These people barely knew how to read or write. This is 100 years ago. Everyone couldn't read or write. They would usually have to travel to the sanatorium. So think about how you would get there. You would get on a horse, or you'd get on a train or a boat, and then you would slowly get over there. It would take a week to get over there, and then you rest. You're completely removed from the environment where your colitis started. And then there was no outside communication reminding you of what happened in that environment. So I tried this. It did not work. All I had to do was peel it. I had to drink somewhere around 1.5 to 2 gallons because of my size. And I remember going to talk to my farmer in Virginia. It's illegal in Virginia to buy raw milk or to sell raw milk. So what I had to do was purchase part of the cow, and then the raw milk became my property, and I can do whatever I wish with my own property. And so I asked the farmer, like, hey, I need 10 gallons a week. Can you do that? And they're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that for sure. And nothing. I was still super skinny, still had all my food intolerances, still having diarrhea. And that's because it does not address the root cause of the problem. The root cause is stress related. A conflict put your gut into overdrive. And now removing that person from the environment where the conflict shock happened, and then isolating them in a sanatorium where they're not allowed to do anything, it separated them from the conflict. And that's why they got better, because they were pretty much on vacation the whole time, and they had no contact with the outside world reminding them of their conflict. That's what ultimately healed these people. And I show you how to do this in my webinar. I show you my 13-day protocol on how I rewire someone's brain to find the conflict and resolve the conflict, neutralize the PTSD triggers. I show you guys how to do that in my webinar. You need to go watch that webinar. Raw milk is a great food. I even went to the farm. I even worked on a farm and drank the milk straight from the tea. It is not fun drinking 110 degree Fahrenheit, 40 degree Fahrenheit Celsius milk on a summer day. It feels like you're in a jacuzzi 24/7. The milk comes out super hot. Cows have a higher body temperature than humans. I even drank the colostrum, which is not fun. It's like the super thick cream that's super nutrient dense packed that right after the cow gives birth, the mama cow gives birth. It is controlled from your brain. When I got my conflict under control, I gained 30 pounds overnight, not overnight, but over a month or two, while eating whatever I wanted after years of boring, bland, very strict diets and doing all sorts of crazy protocols. For most of you, consuming raw milk is just not going to be worth it. It's like $25 a gallon here in California. I've just seen too many people drink raw milk and not see any benefits. And for a lot of people, for most people, it's just a lot of work and a lot of time, which could be better spent. You should be investing that time. Instead of being crazy about food, that time is better invested searching your mind for the conflict and the PTSD triggers that are putting your gut in and out of overdrive. So that is how you get rid of colitis. You find the PTSD, you find the traumatic event that put your gut into overdrive, you resolve it, you fully come to peace with it on the conscious and subconscious level. And I show you how to do that in my webinar. So go watch that webinar now and enjoy yourself some milk.